What if I told you with just 3 ETFs, yes, only 3, you can build a portfolio that funds your entire retirement for decades before most people even think about stopping work? Not a complicated hedge fund strategy, not an individual stock pick, 3 index funds, fixed contribution schedule over an extended amount of time. That is the entire system. And today I want to show you exactly what 3 ETFs we're going to be using, exactly how we're going to allocate them, and exactly what the math looks like from different starting points. Now, this is a FIRE portfolio build. That is financial independence, retire early. Now, whether retirement means a lot of different things, like leaving your job you hate at the age of 45, having the freedom to leave if you want to at age 50, or knowing you could stop working tomorrow in the entirety and you don't even have to worry about money. And the math behind it will get you there the exact same. And it's a lot more simpler than people really realize. So let's go ahead and get into it. So let me clarify a little bit what I mean by the FIRE movement, because the term has gotten a reputation for being super extreme. Living on rice and beans, as Dave Ramsey says, never going on vacation, optimizing every single dollar to retire at 35. If that's your thing, absolutely great. Personal finance is very personal, but what most FIRE investors are actually chasing and what most people in the FIRE movement are actually looking for is not that extreme fundamental of retiring early. It is having the options to do what you want to with your life, the ability to make choices and spend their time as they wish without money being the dictating factor that is going to rule your life. At the core, FIRE comes down to really one mathematical concept: build a portfolio long enough and large enough that the annual return is going to cover your living expenses in its entirety. The classic rule is 25x. Save and invest 25 times your annual expense. That way you can do your 4% withdrawal rule and it will support your lifestyle indefinitely. So if you spend $60,000 a year, you're going to need $1.5 million in this portfolio. If you spend $40,000 a year, you only need $1 million. The number is going to be genuinely different for everyone, but 3 ETFs can get you the exact same way. ETF number 1 is going to be the VOO. Even in the FIRE movement, this is going to be a 60% allocation in the portfolio. This is the Vanguard S&P 500. It is the foundation. This is the engine that is going to do all of your heavy compounding year over year over year. You're owning the 500 largest companies within that S&P 500. Average expense ratio of a 0.03, which is super low. That is 3 cents on every $100 you invest. 10-year return of 310%, currently at an all-time high again this week. VOO, not exciting. It is not going to make you rich overnight, but over a 10, 20, 30-year time horizon, it has done more to ordinary investors and really than most funds have done in its entirety. It gets 60% because this ETF carries and values 60%, non-negotiable. This is going to be the core for the portfolio. ETF number 2, we're going to look at the VIG at 25%. This is the Vanguard Dividend Appreciation ETF. Some people might choose the SCHD in here, but I want to spend a moment explaining why I did not choose the SCHD, because I know that question is going to come up when people watch the video. It's a great dividend ETF, and both of them are. The FIRE portfolio, specifically looking at the VIG, has a structural advantage that most people miss. It tracks the S&P US Dividend Growers Index, which requires every single holding to increase its dividend payment for at least 10 consecutive years, not just paying dividends, but consistently growing those dividends. And it removes the highest yield names from that group, the ones that have an attractive yield, but they carry financial risk. What you're left with is a portfolio and an ETF of genuinely high quality financial stability companies which grow and pay dividends on a regular basis. Morningstar gives VIG a gold medalist rating and a high conviction. And here's the key reason why I chose the VIG in that income slot for the FIRE portfolio over the SCHD. In FIRE, if you're planning to live off those dividends potentially for 40 or 50 years, which is a crazy amount of time when you think about it, you need income that isn't going to be cut in any of the downturns. 10 consecutive years of really increasing those dividends is your quality filter. These are companies that have raised dividends through all of the hard time, 2008, 2020, 2022. These are companies with strong enough cash flow that continued paying and increasing dividends even when a majority of companies did. Now, the third ETF in here is going to be your growth engine. This is going to be the QQQM. I hold this in my personal portfolio. This is going to be that last 15%. This is your growth accelerator. This is the 100 largest non-financial companies in the NASDAQ. We're talking Apple, Microsoft, Nvidia, Amazon, Meta. These are the companies that are driving technology for the next decade. Expense ratio of a 0.15, so a little bit higher, but still doing incredibly well. Now, the reason 15% of this is going in there is you need growth to close the gap between where you are and where you need to be. The VOO, the VIG will get you there eventually. The QQQM is going to actually compress that timeline at 15%, meaning you're going to get growth within the portfolio without a lot of overexposure to the tech sector. And of course, if you're holding this for decades, 15% in the QQQM swinging to 30% could be a very good possibility in the next decade. Now, of course, looking at this portfolio, survivability, purpose, correcting the size as what it is. So let me run the actual math in a FIRE portfolio and let you know what the concept looks like, because the blended historical average of the VOO, the VIG, and the QQQM is approximately 12%. So we are seeing it outperform that 10%. Little bit of a conservative. We're going to go for 10% just because we know there is always a factor in there that is going to be inflation. Now let me connect you with, in really that FIRE 25X rule. If you need $60,000 a year to retire comfortably, that number is going to cover your housing, your food, your healthcare, and the things that matter to you. You need the $1.5 million invested at a 4% withdrawal rate. $500 a month starting at 30 gets you there by 58. This is not the extreme early retirement that people are talking about, but that is leaving your job at the age of 58 with complete 100% financial security. $1,000 a month will get you there at 50. If you're looking at $2,000 a month starting at 35, you're at $2.64 million by the age of 55, which generates well over $100,000 in the portfolio. Now, when we start thinking about the big part of the FIRE math and really this FIRE system that people talk about, and it's genuinely important, the VIG is not in the portfolio just for growth. This is specifically looking and generating money during retirement so you can live off without touching and really the principal of the portfolio in its entirety. Dave Ramsey talks a lot about this. When you have the golden goose and you only take the eggs, you never take anything from the principal. At a $500,000 in the VIG, with the current yield, you're getting almost $10,000 a year just from that without doing anything in its entirety, allowing you to at least preserve some of the capital of the VOO and the QQQM, depending how and when you can sell, because really the worst thing you could do is sell in a down market. This 3 ETF structure really gives you an optimized, not for accumulation, but is really optimized for stability, which we're looking at in retirement. So then, of course, who's this portfolio good for if you have that 10+ year minimum time horizon? If you want simplicity over sophistication when it comes to portfolio, we're only looking at 3 ETFs. You can automate it, you can touch it or not touch it at all. FIRE independence is the real goal, and you want income that is going to be there. Now, of course, if you're looking at the next 3 to 5 years, definitely going to be too short of a runway. If you're looking for just maximizing the growth in the entirety, if you're close to retirement, or if you can't watch the drawdowns, you definitely do not want to do this. Now, again, when it comes to the FIRE movement, there's a really big thing and 3 things that are going to compress your timeline, because when it comes to the FIRE movement, without changing the portfolio itself, is your contributions. When we talk about the FIRE movement, it is roughly investing 30 to 50% of your income, meaning that every raise, every bonus, every side dollar you get goes straight into that portfolio. So instead of that lifestyle inflation, lifestyle creep that we see, and people buying bigger and better things, you are putting everything, roughly again 50% of your income, into this portfolio. Number 2, you're using the right accounts. We're looking at Roth IRAs, tax-free growth forever, your 401k plans, putting roughly, getting that match, that 50 or 100% match in there, guaranteed return. Now, of course, you have to remember the money in those funds you cannot touch till you're 59 and a half. If you're looking at a 40, 45, even 50-year timeline, you're going to have that taxable brokerage account above and beyond everything. The structure, you don't want to change at all when you own it. It breaks down, and honestly, when you look at that structure of a taxable brokerage, you can invest anything you want. And the big thing, number 3, do not interrupt the compounding. The single most expensive thing you do for the FIRE investor is to not contribute during those down times or switch strategies every time that you're looking at something that looks new and shiny. Every interruption, just think of it as resetting the clock. Boring consistency, compressing those compound returns will optimize the FIRE timeline just like, and really faster than most things ever will. So here's the bottom line, guys. 3 ETFs, the VOO at 60 for the compounding, VIG 25% for the dividend quality that we talk about, 15% for that QQQM, which is going to be the growth engine to actually close that gap faster. Very blended ratio there of approximately 0.05, which is next to nothing. 5 cents for every $100 you invest. The rest is contributions, time, and not getting in your own way when it comes to the portfolio. Now, the FIRE movement is not so much about being extreme. It is about being very, very intentional. It's about building a system that is going to give you options, not just a huge portfolio with a big number in that brokerage account, but giving you the freedom to spend the time the way you want to. 3 ETF portfolio that is super legit, can give you the path to financial freedom. Now, drop a comment down below, guys. Tell me 2 things. What is your FIRE number? Have you heard and do you use the FIRE system? How many and how much do you have to feel to be fully independent when it comes to finances? And what percentages are you putting in your portfolio right now? I read every single comment and I do reply to them. And if you want me to start building and continue building this kind of framework, definitely subscribe to the channel so you know this is exactly what I do here on a regular basis. And I'll catch you in the next video.